All right, what's up, everybody? Hope everybody's doing good. We're going to use this Prius right here as a learning example with fuel samples. So this car was just serviced by a tech. I'm not unsure if it was today or yesterday, but the technician that worked on this car did a coolant flush, an inverter, an oil change, some fuel additives. Then the car left and came right back on a tow truck, won't run. And then it was given to me to figure out. So the first thing I do is hook up the scanner, check for codes, check the freeze frame. I have a hybrid code and I have misfires on all cylinders. And then I look at the freeze frame when the code was set, and I'm looking at my calculating load. And when I went to Toyota school, they told me don't ever look at the calculating load. But I use calculating load as like, for example, let me tell you. So when I looked at the code, I see the misfires, I see my calculating load is at 95%. So I know for sure I have a fuel related problem, even though Toyota school told me don't ever pay attention to that, but it's at 95%. So I'm positive for sure that I have a fuel related problem. Because if I go to any other Prius or any other car and I start the car and the car is running and everything's good, my calculating load is usually about 35-40%. So I knew right away 100% I have a fuel related problem. So I had the service advisor to call the customer, ask the customer if they just put gas in the car. Customer says they did put gas a couple days ago because the tank is still on full. They did drive some miles on it, but the car ran great. They said that as soon as they left is when they had a problem, so they swore it's something we did. Okay, I'm not knocking them. Now I got to prove. Now I got to figure out what it is. So now let's go to my table with my fuel samples, okay? Because I took a bunch of fuel samples because I need to figure out what did the technician do that could have caused this car to have my calculating load at 95%. So excuse my mess. And I already have the Tacoma engine apart, you guys. I'm gonna send the heads out tomorrow. I already have this all clean. Toyota already came to inspect the Sequoia. We'll talk all about that later because that's not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about just that Prius that came back on a tow truck. So these are my fuel samples. So this is good gas. Gasoline is going to sit on top of water. This is good gas. So the service that he did also had boost, and that's just like gasoline sitting on top of water. This is good gas. This is what I took out the car, and I want you guys to notice those bubbles right there. That's oil. So when I did my first sample, which was in a more smaller bottle that I gave the boss, it showed all the oil on the bottom with the water on top. So I automatically thought that this car had diesel fuel. That's why I had him call the customer and ask him. But the customer, like I told you before, she already drove miles, everything was good. It happened when they left here. So now I need to figure out what it was. So again, good fuel. What I took out the tank, I'm 100% positive it's contaminated. How is it contaminated? Now that's the question. We got to figure out the why. We always got to figure out the why. So boost, fuel additive, I'm gonna let this go. That's not my problem. This is coolant additive. So remember, my fuel sample I took out the car had 9 gallons of gas already. The coolant additive, I just mixed coolant additive here, put water here. Water sat on top of the coolant additive. These are pretty much similar colors. I'm sure if I mix this bottle with 9 gallons of gas, I'll probably get this same exact conclusion. So, and you can see when I turn this, I don't get that oily bubble. You see that? So diesel will do that because diesel has oil. Diesel's like an oil based. So I came to the conclusion that the technician accidentally poured the coolant additive into the fuel tank and contaminated the fuel. Again, this is good gas. So what I ended up doing was pulling out the fuel pump, taking all the fuel out of the vehicle, cleaning the tank, filling it up with 9 gallons of gas, replacing the spark plugs. Why did I replace the spark plugs? Again, look at these bubbles. Notice how my good fuel did not do that. But you can still see the oil based in here. So after taking the fuel pump out, draining the tank, replacing the spark plugs, everything is good on that car. My calculating load is down to 35%. I know for sure that car is not going to come back on a tow truck. I can ship it. So for those in the industry, what I would recommend you guys do, just for in case you guys ever have a car with a no start and it has misfires and you guys want to know if you have contaminated fuel or not, grab 2 water bottles. I really recommend you guys doing this. Grab 2 water bottles, get good gas, mix it with water. On the other water bottle, write diesel, write good gas, mix it with water. On the other water bottle, write diesel, put diesel in there, mix it with water, shake them up, let them sit, let them separate, take a picture, put it in your notes for future reference. And you will know, because you can tell right away that there's something different from here. Good gas, bad gas. Well, bad gas, contaminated gas, whatever you guys want to call it. Yeah, this is fuel additive, which is okay. So I came to the conclusion he accidentally put coolant additive in the fuel tank, which caused my misfires and the car to come back on a tow truck. So I hope that made sense. You can see good gas, bad gas, which ain't bad gas, mixed with coolant. So again, I drained the tank, replaced the spark plugs, calculating load now is at 35%. Car runs great now. I'm editing videos for the Tacoma. I should have this video up tonight, which is just the tear down and the disassemble. Tomorrow I got to pull the heads out and send both these heads to the machine shop tomorrow. And yeah, you guys take care. I just wanted to show you guys fuel samples. Remember, good gas. Gasoline sits on top of water. Pretty much same with diesel, but it all depends on the density of the oil. Like if you grab cooking oil and mixed it with water, the cooking oil is going to sit all the way at the top. But again, it depends on the density. But most people will mess up by putting ethanol or diesel. So science project for you guys to do at home: water with gasoline, diesel with gasoline, mix them, label them, take a picture, keep it for your future notes. So that was the problem. Coolant additive was to get mixed with the gas, and it did make a difference. So yeah, you guys take care. God bless. Peace.